Welcome back. Cinco de Mayo right around the corner, and what better way to celebrate than with food that honors Mexico's rich culinary heritage?
Oh yeah, and we've got Chef Pati, best-selling author and host of Pati's Mexican Table, joining us from her home kitchen with recipes perfect for the occasion. Pati, thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you so much for having me today.
Absolutely. So just to kind of kick things off, can you give us a little history lesson on Cinco de Mayo and maybe tell us some of your favorite tips for celebrating?
Absolutely. I think most people think that Cinco de Mayo is Mexico's Independence Day, but Cinco de Mayo commemorates the triumph of a small Mexican militia against a big French army all the way back in 1862. And since then, it's become a symbol of resilience, pride, of cultural strength, but increasingly, it's become a celebration for Mexicans and non-Mexicans outside of Mexico to celebrate everything that we love about Mexico and Mexicanness, especially culture and food. So my tips for a Cinco de Mayo is have really good traditional Mexican food with high quality fresh ingredients and invite friends and family, and it's all about connection really.
Yeah,
I
I love
love that.
Now, I love chips and salsa as much as the next person, but help us get out of that chips and salsa mindset. How can we have a spread that really tells a story, Chef?
That is such a great question because, yes, I think that outside of Mexico, we're stuck on the chips and salsa and a few other things, but Mexico's cuisine is rich, it's versatile, it has so much variety. There's hundreds and hundreds of dishes that are just as festive and delicious that really speak to Mexico's history, to each different region, and to the ingredients that are used. And people get baffled, trying to get out of the chips and salsa thing. But with ingredients that you already have at home that are high quality, that are nutrient dense, that you may already have in your pantry or your refrigerator, like beans or fresh tomatoes or fresh avocados or Eggland's best eggs, which are nutrient packed and just superior. You can make really good classic Mexican dishes and spread the love.
Yeah, it's
Oh,
great.
well, can you tell us about kind of the dishes you've got in front of you there? Everything looks amazing.
Yes, for sure. And these are just three examples. But the first one, in Mexico, we love our deviled eggs too. But my take is twice spiced. So for the creamy topping, I use two of Mexico's favorite condiments that you can get anywhere here in the US. One is chipotle sin adobo sauce, which you already probably know.
Yeah.
There's smoky, there's sweet, there's spicy. You can buy in a can at the store. And the other is the pickled jalapenos in brine, which
Ooh.
are tangy and zesty and a little bit briny. And so you combine those that both with the creamy topping and you have an irresistible deviled egg version.
Oh,
I like to top that with a piece of bacon or with a piece of pickled jalapeno and they fly off the plate. Then here I have another dish that I think should be getting more attention. It's called migas and very easy to put together. You just throw tortilla chips in a pan, scramble some fresh eggs, add guajillo chile salsa or a salsa of your choice. The guajillo chile salsa comes from the state of Guerrero. And then you cook it all together. It takes but 5 minutes. And then you serve it and you garnish with fresh cilantro. You can add Mexican crema or queso fresco, and it's unpretentious and festive and nurturing and feeling, and it is just super festive and
oh,
dressed
yeah.
up. And then for the end, I have my favorite take of the tres leches cake, which is marbled with chocolate and vanilla. And the chocolate is dense, the vanilla is light, it's soaked in three milk sauce. And then I top it with heavy whipped cream, grated Mexican chocolate, and each slice
Yeah.
is a celebration. And I
Yes.
used Eggland's best eggs for all of these dishes because they're superior, they're nutrient packed, they have 6 times more vitamin D, 10 times more vitamin E, 25% less saturated fat compared to ordinary eggs. And they just elevate the food that I make at home. But it's really about connecting with people and making food that you find hard to resist for
Love that.
others.
Oh,
Yes.
it looks delicious. If
Delicious.
folks want to find these recipes and learn more, where do they need to go?
they can go to egglandsbest.com. They'll
That's great.
find these 3 recipes and many more to celebrate for Cinco, but really to celebrate every day.
Yes. Thanks, Chef.
Thank
Thanks for
you so
joining us.
much.
Thank you guys for having me
Absolutely.
on.
Yes.